floor soaked in red, shadow whisper deals. Power built on broken backs, silence seal the wheels. Crown tilted and power riding the throne of grind. Fingers dipped in poison ink, contract signed in crime. Flickering lights, the glitch of control. Cracks in the kingdom, it's eating its soul. Corrupt regime, the smoke and the scream. Gold-plated lies, ripping at the seams. Corrupt regime, drowned in the scheme. The system's a monster, feasting on dreams. Currency drip blood, hands clutch the loot. Every handshake a dagger, silent pursuit. Eyes in the walls, whispers in the air. A jungle of power, predators everywhere. Glitching code, systems freeze. Lies like thorns, crowns of disease. Iron bars made of greed. No escape, the empire collapses under its weight. Corrupt regime, the smoke and the screams. Gold-plated lies, ripping at the seams. Corrupt regime, drowned in the schemes. The system's a monster, feasting on dreams.
But they holding a knife behind their back. They don't want the struggle, they just want the crown. Watch them.
Tasty smiles dapping me up with poison hands. Plotting on my downfall, sinking in the quicksands. I see the hunger in your eyes staring at my plate. You want the glory, but you never carried the weight. I came from the mud, you came from the silver spoon. I'm the wolf howling at the blood red moon. Keep your circle tight, cut the grass, see the snake. One wrong move is all it really takes. They watching, they lurking, trying to drain my energy, vampires in the night. But I'm the shadow that you can't fight. Time is up, system is glitching. You talking to the cops, I hear you snitching. You want the clout, you want the fame, but you too scared to play the dangerous game. I built this empire brick by brick. You copy, paste my style and make me sick. Fake friends, fake love, it's all a disguise. I see the fear hidden in your eyes. You can steal the money, you can steal the style, but you can never steal the soul. I am the nightmare. I never sleep.
You see the faces on the screen, but they are just puppets. The real power moves in silence in the dark, exclusive clubs. They write the script, they dictate the outcome, decode the truth. The shadow government. The conspiracy is real.
I look past the news reports, seeing the hand of guys the whole debate. They manipulate the currency, deciding the small people's final fate. The shadow government is the cult, operating in mansions and underground bunkers. They keep, I am the ultimate hacker, digging for secrets while the public is fast asleep. Every deep male rap vocal line is a leak memo, exposing the elite's hidden crown. Creature percussion hitting hard, marking the moment they realize they're running out of time. They talk about democratic process and choice. I talk about the names that I never said out loud. This whole dogs in the rat, the alley is built on a lie, hidden by a heavy, expensive cloud. I own the forbidden files, the dark web access, the final moment of the choice we had to take. I'm the ultimate force of revelation for the ultimate crushing state. This signal is getting clearer, the frequency is finally breaking through the wall. I took the pain of the knowledge, knowing the regime is designed to fall. I push the limits past the limit, my word is the ultimate code directive. The only side left standing is the fear rising from their corrupt collective. Shadow government, right away, hit the core, exposing the master plan that showed heavy. I am the signal, the consequence they couldn't undo. This is Gangster Trap, the only absolute truth. Dynamic flow, the power is collapsing, the message is said fast. Your percussion is the terror that was built to last. Max them all. Bitch, your percussion is the terror that was built to last. Max them all. Bitch, your percussion is the terror that was built to last. Bitch, your percussion is the terror that was built to last. Shadow government, shadow government, shadow government. Raw 808 hits the core, exposing the master plan that showed heavy. I am the signal, the consequence they couldn't undo. I am the signal, the consequence they couldn't undo. This is Gangster Trap, only absolute. Dynamic flow, the power is collapsing, the message is said fast. Creature percussion is the terror that was built to last. Touching the smashing, the smashing, the smashing, the smashing is the terror that was built to last. Touching percussion is. The files are open, the meeting is taped. You cannot win a war where the conspiracy is the ultimate burning flame. My revenge is total. Expose the name. Execution complete, final charge discharged. Shadow government. Raw 808 hits the core, exposing the master plan they showed heavy. I am the signal, the consequence they couldn't undo. This is Gangster Trap, the only absolute truth. Dynamic flow, the power is collapsing, the message is said fast. Gritty percussionists, these are what that was built to last. Max them all. Gritty percussionists, these are what that was built to last. Max them all. Gritty percussionists, these are what that was built to last. Gritty percussionists, these are what that was built to last.
The hall is marble. The foundation is wrought. They passed the bill for the highest bidder, no debate required. The rules are written in red ink. The price is your life. Expose the chamber, the blood money parliament. Justice is for sale. I watch the votes being exchanged, a simple transaction in the dead of the night. They call it lobbying, but it's the legalization of crime right under the street light. The blood money parliament is the hustle where every senator has a price that is steep. I am the ultimate whistleblower, digging for secrets while the members are fast asleep. Every male rap vocal line is a conviction of the corrupt officials who think they can hide. Rap to percussion hitting hard, marking the moment they realize there's nowhere to hide. They talk about serving the people in public duty. I talk about the wealth they continue to hoard. This whole dark cinematic realities are set up where the public is simply ignored. I own the wiretaps, the hidden deals, the final moment of the choice we have to take. I'm the ultimate force of accountability for the ultimate crushing stake. The energy is building, the tension is high. The final debate is about to begin. I took the power of the evidence, knowing the corrupt cannot ever win. I push the limits past the limit. My word is the ultimate code directive. The only side left standing
trap, the only absolute truth. Dynamic flow, the power's collapsing, the message is set fast. Wrench and percussion is the terror that was built to last.
Yeah, that's a monk, moving force deep, conveying in heavily legion. That's a monk, moving force deep, conveying in heavily legion.
I don't need a public confession, my truth is delivered by the documents I leak. My freestyle is the perfect script, showing them the chaos I seek. They talk about immunity and protection, I talk about the fire that is already lit. I'm the ultimate hacker, watching their whole empire split. I see the power structure, every move is dictated by my will. I am the silent commander, the promise I will fulfill. You trusted the suit, I showed you the meaning of the dark final shock. My dominance is unbreakable, destroying the entire block. The law is fake, the power is bought. You cannot win a war where the truth is the ultimate burning flame. My revenge is total, forget the name. Execution complete, final charge discharge. Execution complete, final charge. Yes, maximum, moment force deep, commanding in heavily layered chant. The most chaotic, violent in 808 tones, epic sonic destruction. Maximum, moment force deep, commanding in heavily layered chant. The most chaotic, violent in 808 tones, epic sonic destruction. Blood money parliament, shut it down, roll it. Oh, 808 hits the core, the only real law in this entire town. And heavy, I am the retribution, the consequence they couldn't undo. This is Gangster Trap, the only absolute truth. Collapsing, the message is set fast. Quetta percussion is the terror that was built to last. Rotate, bug, crush him, next pause. Simone, overwhelming force deep, commanding in heavily layered chant. The most chaotic, violent heavyweight is a big sonic destruction. Simone, overwhelming force deep, commanding in heavily layered chant. The most chaotic, violent heavyweight is a big sonic destruction.
Deep, slow, cold voice.
Your data is monitored, your signal is intercepted. They know your movements, they know your thoughts. You've been flagged, you've been targeted. Enter the database, the blacklist authority. Your file is sealed. Flow is slightly slower but steady fast, deliberate and highly focused. Emphasizing the control, the beat is driven by the heavy 808 bass lines and raw sharp hi-hats that create a menace and rhythm. When some percussion adds a nervous digital tension, I move in the shadows of the network, knowing the surveillance is always on me. They run the algorithms to predict my next step, the fate they want for me. The blacklist authority has a final say. The decommanding rap vocalist, my defiance I keep. I am the ultimate anomaly, the one who knows the secrets while they sleep. Every word is decrypted by the agents, every call logs for the future they plan. I hack through the firewalls, exposing the face of the corrupted man. This is Gangster Trap on a global scale, where the system is the judge and the jury. My reputation is the threat, the only thing that fuels their absolute fury.
Esto es Squabble de Hora.
Message rapid Message rapid
Trap, the only absolute true. Now make me flow. The power's collapsing, the message is set fast. Nature percussion is the terror that was built to last. Overwhelming force D, commanding in heavily layered chant. The most chaotic, violent, heavy 808 drops, epic sign of destruction.
Blacklist authority, the fall.
Raw 808 hits the core, the terror runs 4,000 final mile. I am the explosion, the consequence they couldn't undo. This is Gangster Trap, the only absolute true. Dynamic flow, the power is collapsing, the message is set fast.
Quetta percussion is the terror that was built to last.
Run the code.
Run the code. run the code. Slower, eternally slightly slower, but steady fast. Focusing on the counter operation. The dark cinematic atmosphere is palpable, detailing the downfall. I knew the very moment, never tacked the second they sent the drone and believed it was safe. I exploit the weak spot, showing them my defense is the perfect, deadly grave. I don't need a public platform, my manifesto is delivered by the data I expose. My freestyle is the perfect script, burying them 6 feet deep where the corruption never grows. They talk about national security and safety, I talk about the absolute control they truly seek. I'm the ultimate hacker, watching their entire foundation leak. I see the power structure, every move is dictated by my will. I am the silent commander, the promise I will fulfill. You trusted the facade, I showed you the meaning of the dark. Final shock, my dominance is unbreakable, destroying the entire block. It strips time irredeemable. This is stop it there.
Trap, the only absolute true dynamic flow. The power's collapsing, the message is set fast, quick to percussion. It's a terror that was built to last. Hover on the 4-speed, commanding and heavily led. Chant opioidic, violent heavy 808 drops, epic sonic destruction.
You trusted the facade, I showed you the meaning of the dark. Final shock, my dominance is unbreakable, destroying the entire block. Distorted vocal sample beating, zero vocal is a slow, cold, highly magnified, dying whisper.
The file is corrupted, the signal is cut. You cannot stop the force that breaks the chain of command from the inside. My revenge is total, there is nowhere to hide. Data wipe, you are free. Data wipe, you are play. This is how we build up. This is how we build up. This is how we build up. This is Gangster Trap, the only absolute true dynamic flow. The power's collapsing, the message is set fast, quick to percussion. And it's the terror that was built to last. Evil woman, force deep, commanding and heavily led. Chant the most chaotic, violent, heavy 808 drops, epic silent destruction.
Final code, no record remains. They failed. A single, clean.
They didn't use the tanks. They used the paper. They didn't storm the palace. They bought the senators. The revolution is televised, but the takeover is silent. You missed the moment. The silent coup. The throne is taken. It's slightly slower but steady fast, deliberate and highly strategic, emphasizing a stealthy takeover. The beat is driven by the heavy 808 bass lines and raw sharp hi-hats that create a tense control rhythm, grits up percussion as a nerve is digital tension. I watch them manipulate the stock, moving the pieces on the corporate board. They change the law in the dead of the night. The true power is silently stored. The silent coup is the perfect crime to do. Commanding rap vocal is my warning I keep. I am the ultimate whistleblower, waking the public from their deep sleep. Every vote is accounted for by the elite. Every media headline perfectly planned. I expose the corruption that runs through this supposedly free land. This is Gangster Trap in the highest office where the system is the weapon they deploy. My understanding is the threat, the knowledge they cannot destroy.
That's what fire build up. It's a Tresco build up.
What's in Tresco build up? Rising sharply for epic drama. Sounding like an inescapable truth-telling alarm the music builds in. Rising tension with suspicious build up, the 808 sustains and neglects it but couldn't accelerate into a frenzy. The signal is getting clearer, the frequency of dissent is finally breaking through the wall. I took the pain of the knowledge, knowing the regime is designed to fall. I push the limits past the limit, my word is the ultimate code directive. The only sight left standing is the fear rising from the corrupt collective.
Maximum overwhelming force, deep, commanding and heavily layered. Chant the most chaotic, violent, heavy 808 drops. Epic sonic destruction, I'm sending part of structure. Every move is dictated by my will. I am the silent commander, the promise I will fulfill. You trusted the facade, I showed you the meaning of the dark. Final shock, my dominance is unbreakable, destroying the entire block. Silent cool.
Raw 808 hits the core, watching the power secretly die. Heavy, I am the signal, the consequence they couldn't undo. This is Gangster Trap, the only absolute true. Dominic flow, the control is collapsing, the message is set fast. Greek percussion is the terror that was built to last. Spread the news, spread the news. Violent and silence, the prolific script, watch your prize and the evil lies. They talk about order and stability, I talk about the truth that the quiet war is already won. I'm the ultimate hustler, showing them that the little game is done. I see the power structure, every move is dictated by my will. I am the silent commander, the promise I will fulfill. You trusted the facade, I showed you the meaning of the dark. Final shock, my dominance is unbreakable, destroying the entire block.
Distorted vocal sample, repeating C's. Vocal is a slow, cold, highly magnified dying whisper. The law is tainted, the choice is rigged. You cannot stop the force that reveals the plan from the inside out. My revenge is total, silence the shout. Data white freedom restored. Data white freedom restored.
Raw 808 hits the core, watching the power secretly die. Heavy, I am the signal, the consequence they couldn't undo. This is Gangster Trap, the only absolute true. Dominic flow, the control is collapsing, the message is set fast. Wax cushion is the terror that was built to last. Wax the news. Wax cushion is the terror that was built to last. Wax the news. Expression is the terror that was built to last. Wax the news. Expression is the terror that was built to last.
The news over cold. They never saw us coming. We won. They never saw us coming.
We won.
A single clean digital pop followed by absolute cold silence.
Emblematic.
Every bribe is accounted for, every life is recorded. They think the pages are hidden, but the ink never dries. The debt is owed, the interest is due. Open the book, the tyrant's ledger, the final audit begins. I see the columns of numbers, the billions, they stew on the blackest of deals, they won't outrun the light. Every transaction recorded, the paper trail leading straight to the source, ensuring the final crush and bite. The tyrant's ledger is proof, undeniable evidence that rips through their entire defense. They keep, I am the one holding the records, the analyst who dug while the whole damn world asleep. They try to burn the hard drives and shred the reports, but the digital ghost always remains. This dark cinematic trap is the soundtrack to their downfall, washing away all the stains. The total is astronomical, the penalty is severe, the ultimate price they must pay. I own the data, the truth, the final moment that seals the fate today.
Every beat switch performs an energetic beat switch with punchy snare rolls, creating a tense, dramatic mood. The heavy 808 sustain intensely.
The pressure is immense, the ink is still wet. The final judgment is coming down hard. I took the secret of the system, tearing out the ultimate defense card. I push the limits past the limit. My truth is the ultimate raw directive. The only sight left standing is the fear rising from the corrupt collective.
Maximum overwhelming force, deep, commanding and heavily layered channel. Yeah, from the whole secrets, now we see love is not men's well.
Heavy solid destruction, every move is dictated by my will. I am the silent commander, the promise I will fulfill. You trusted the facade, I showed you the meaning of the dark. Final shock, my dominance is unbreakable, destroying the entire block. This is Gangster Trap, the only absolute true. Dynamic flow, the power's collapsing, the message is set fast.
Glitch percussion is the terror that was built to last. Glitch percussion is the terror that was built to last.
I am right, it's the core, there's nothing left for them to get. Heavy, I am the accountant, the consequence they couldn't undo. This is Gangster Trap, the only absolute truth. Dynamic flow, the power's collapsing, the message is set fast. Glitch percussion is the terror that was built to last.
The file is closed. The assets are seized. You cannot stop the truth when it's backed by the power of the absolute flame. My revenge is total. Forget the name. Audit complete. The sentence is final.
Maximum overwhelming force, deep.
commanding and heavily ledger. Heaven, they am the accountant, the consequence they couldn't undo. This is Gangster Trap, the only absolute truth. Now make me flow, the power's collapsing, the message is set fast.
That's collapsing with a message set
Fast.
That's collapsing with a message set
Add some more.
No escape from the numbers, the books are balanced. A single clean digital pop followed by absolute cold silence.
Add some more.
The foundation is cracked. The pillars are dust. They preach the false narrative, they demand your trust. Every speech is fabricated, every promise is hollow. Welcome to the reality, the empire of lies. The truth is treason.
I walk through the streets, seeing the fear in the faces from the propaganda they spit. They control the entire airwave, censoring the truth, watching as the people submit. The empire at last is tall, but the structure is weak, waiting for the final shove I can give. I am the ultimate truth, Sayer teaching the masses how to finally live. They project the image of prosperity while they policies starve the poor for gain they seek. The entire system is a complex forgery, one tiny crack and the whole thing will leak. This is gritty, streety, inspired trap, detailing the war against the systematic fraud they run. My word is the bullet, the only thing that exposes the wicked game under the sun.
Building in extreme tension, become more abrasive and dissonant. The boom low and bass sustains, creating a heavy dramatic pull.
The facade is melting, the paint is peeling, showing the rot that is hidden inside. I took the power of revelation, nowhere left for the traitors to hide. I push the limits, past the limit, my truth is the ultimate raw directive. The only sight left standing is the fear rising from their corrupt collective. Maximum overwhelming force deep, commanding and heavily lurching. The booming low and bass is overwhelming, epic sonic destruction. Empire lose, strong gritty trap hits hard, shattering their entire crew confusion. Heavy, heavy, I am the reality, the consequence they couldn't undo. This is a street inspired trap, the only absolute truth. Dynamic flow, the power's collapsing, the message is set fast. Deep sharp hi-hats are the signal that this deception cannot last. Up on your vines, up on your vines, up on your vines. I dissect the weak points in their perfect script, watching the media talking, they finally stutter and fall. They thought the masses would stay blind forever, but now the people are rising above the wall. Don't need a golden microphone, my message is delivered by the evidence, spreads like fire. My rap is the perfect script, fueling the anger and lifting the people high. They talk about restoring order and trust, I talk about the truth that is rapidly revealed. I'm the ultimate hacker, the whole damn system is now unsealed. I see the power structure, every move is dictated by my will. I am the silent commander, the promise I will fulfill. You trusted the fantasy, I showed you the meaning of the dark. Final shock, my dominance is unbreakable, destroying the entire block. Living low in bass, sub-bass, and fragmented, distorted vocals, samples repeating falls.
Warp on the low, slow, highly magnified whisper. The lie is dead, the king is naked. You cannot stop the force when the truth is the ultimate burning flame. My revenge is total, expose the name. Propaganda failed, the reign is over. This is C.
Maximum overwhelming force deep, commanding and heavily lurching. The low and bass is hard for a realm move. Deep sonic, they still sound. Baby alive, strong gritty trap hits hard, shattering their entire crew confusion. Heavy, heavy, I am the reality, the consequence they couldn't undo. This is the street inspired trap, the only absolute truth.
Now make me flow, the power is collapsing. The message is set fast. Deep, sharp hi-hats are the signal that this deception cannot last. Victory, victory, victory.
banks are just screens. The real treasure is buried deeper. They own the land, they own the debt, they own the silence. The key is coded, the location is sealed. Locate the prize, the vault of the elites. The score is priceless.
I got the blueprints for the hidden room. The access code they thought no one could steal. I see the generational wealth, the billions they hid from the public. They keep the power real. The vault of the elites holds the proof. The entire operation run on the corruption they preach. I am the ultimate hacker, the one who breaks the protocol they teach. Every deep male rap vocal line is a promise to drain the reserves and seize the total amount. Scratch a percussion, hitting hard. Walking the moment the system will find either your account. They talk about market stability, your control. I talk about the absolute fortune I'm about to take. It's so dark, in the mad reality is my final target.
For the ultimate crushing stake. Ultimate crushing stake. The alarm is silent, the cameras are blind. The ultimate breach is finally set to go. I took the pain of the grind, so this final score absolutely sure. I push the limits, past the limit. My focus is completely unshakable. Oh, you protect the system once, and the consequences undeniable. They're just the once, and the consequences undeniable. They're just the once, and the consequences undeniable. Fall to the elite. Face, hold on, 808 hits the core. There is no one left that they can save. Heavy, I am the explosion, the consequence they couldn't undo. This is Gangster Trap, the only absolute truth. Dynamic flow, but the power gets collapsed and the message is set fast. Repercussion is the terror that was built to last. Hits the core, there is no one left that they can save. Heavy, I am the explosion, the consequence they couldn't undo. This is Gangster Trap, the only absolute truth. Wanted me flow, the papers the labs and the message is set fast. Rock a percussion, let's go with those the last. Catch up percussion, let's take up with those to the dash, man. Catch up percussion, let's take up with those to the dash, man. Catch up percussion, let's take up with those to the dash, man. Fall to the elite. Throw it away, hits the core. There's no one left that they can save. I am the explosion, the consequence they couldn't undo. Finally just a curse, and the consequence they saw denial. Fall to the elite. Throw it away, hits the core. There's no one left that they can save. I am the explosion, the consequence they couldn't undo. This is Gangster Trap, the only absolute truth. Dynamic flow, but the power gets collapsed and the message is set through.
The system is empty. Second and new, this is what we're getting show. But this is understand you can make it look down.
The lock is broken. The score is complete. You cannot stop the force that takes back what was stolen. Vulnerable hand. My revenge is total. Expose the brand. And transaction successful. The wealth is redistributed. The only absolute truth. Jamming flow, the power gets collapsed and the message is set fast. Gritty percussion is the terror that was built to last. Nah, victory. Victory. Crazy, 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 crazy.
The rule book is for the public, not for the elected class. The badge is the shield, the office is the ultimate weapon. We write the laws, then we break them, no one can stop us. Behold the untouchable, the lawless ministers. Immunity is granted.
I watched them sign the documents of destruction, moving the billions out of the public domain. They use the cabinet meeting as a front for the hustle, feeling absolutely no shame. The lawless ministers walk free, smiling for the cameras, but then the people will just forget I am the ultimate prosecutor, delivering the verdict, the one thing they truly regret. Every D-mail rap vocal line is a promise of justice, the truth I'll finally reveal. Right up percussion hitting hard, marking the moment the system will finally kneel. They talk about public service and reform, I talk about the contract they while he stole. This whole dark cinematic reality is a puppet show demanding ultimate control. Rising, fighting war, every war. Rising, fighting for every drop. Rising, fighting for every drop. Rising, fighting for every drop. The investigation is closing, the final evidence is set to drop and they explode like a bomb. I took the pain of the truth, knowing they cannot weather the coming storm. I push the limits, past the limit, my focus is completely unshakable. You commit the high crime once and the consequences is undeniable. Lawless ministers, raw 808 hits the core. Ultimate punishment from the almighty God. Heavy, I am the justice, the consequence they couldn't undo. This is Gangster Trap, the only absolute truth. Dynamic flow, the power is collapsing, the message is set fast. Crop percussion is the terror that was built to last. No escape path. His army crew, every trouble. His army crew, every trouble. Lawless ministers. Wide away hits the core. The ultimate punishment from the almighty God. Heavy, I am the justice, the consequence they couldn't undo. This is Gangster Trap, the only absolute true. Dynamic flow, the power is collapsing, the message is set fast. With your percussion, I return when it was dead to last. This is Gangster Trap, the only absolute true. Dynamic flow, the power is collapsing, the message is set fast. With your percussion is the terror that was built to last. No escape path. Yeah, immunity expired. The law caught up. A single sharp static hiss followed by absolute cold silence. We gave them the trust. They took the future. The hand that feeds you is the hand that steals your last dime. They kissed the children, and they sold their inheritance. Witness the crime, the state of betrayal. The wound is deep. I remember the hopeful speeches, the promises of change that were nothing but errant lies. They traded the commonwealth for power right before the astonished public eyes. The state of betrayal is a wound that never heals, a permanent scar on the soul of the land. I am the voice of the disillusion, the one who refuses to shake the blood-stained hand. Every deep male rap vocal line is a cry against the thieves who took what was ours to keep. Chip percussion hit it hard, marking the moment they realize they sow what they finally reap. They talk about loyalty and patriotism, I talk about the contracts they secretly sold. This whole dark cinematic reality is a tragedy, a story that must be told. The pressure is immense, the weight of the lies too heavy for them to carry anymore. I took the pain of the truth, knowing what they did behind the closed door. I pushed the limits past the limit, my focus is completely unshakable. You betrayed the people once, and the consequences undeniable. State of betrayal, no forgiveness. Right away hits the core, fueled by the ultimate wickedness heavy. I am the reckoning, the consequence they couldn't undo. This is Gangster Trap, the only absolute truth. Dynamic flow, the trust is shattered, the message is set fast. The percussion is the terror that was built to last. The price, rise.
failed us all. A single sharp static hiss, followed by absolute cold silence.
The power requires sacrifice. The tradition demands silence. The rules of the monarchy are unwritten, the defense is absolute. We protect the bloodline. We eliminate the threats. Understand the command. The Dirty Crown Protocol. The system is protected.
Tempo bulls, deep male rap, flow is slow, heavy and deliberate, emphasizing the rigid rules of structure, raw, crushing 808 drops, hit hard with a slow, polygon rhythm like a machine of state, crushing this and I study the ancient decrees, the hidden texts that dictate how the elite survive. They pass the poison chalice to maintain control, keeping the true power alive. The Dirty Crown Protocol ensures no witness speaks, no secret is ever truly revealed. I am the one breaking the code, the wound that can never be healed. Every deep male rap vocal line is an expose of the dark arts they used to bring. Rocking percussion and hitting hard, marking the moment they realize their power is in vain. They talk about tradition and I never talk about the bodies they quietly bury for the crown. This whole dark cinematic reality is a kingdom of lies.
About to burn down. About to burn down.
Slightly for epic drama, sounding focused and tragically intense beat swells with massive harshness pads, adding a layer of cold, overwhelming tension. The pressure is immense, the final rule has been invoked. There is no turning back. Driven the code, launching the ultimate to counter attack. I push the limits past the limit. My focus is completely unshakable. You follow the dark rules once, and the consequences undeniable. Dirty Crown Protocol. All 808 hits the car, showing the entire world what is truly real heavy. I am the reckoning, the consequence they couldn't undo. This is Gangster Trap, the only absolute truth. Dynamic flow, the structure is failing, the message is set fast. With the percussion is the terror that was built to last. Shut it down, rebel.
We'll bite it down live. The rules don't matter now. The power is ours. A single sharp static hiss, followed by absolute cold silence.
The cost of power.
The foundation is weak, the mortar is cash. They don't pledge allegiance to the flag, they pledge to the wallet. The borders are open to the highest price. The law is flexible, witness the sale to bribe empire. Everything has a price tag. Triple bills, deep mail rap. Flow is slow, heavy and deliberate, and fizzing the pervasive corruption. Raw, crushing 808 drops, hit hard with a slow, powerful, echoing rhythm like a machine, count ill-gotten gains. I check the tax records and the offshore statements, seeing the trail leading back to the source of the rap. They called it a donation to the campaign, but it was a clear payment for the policy. They bought the bread and pike, it will fall as leaders exposed. Their luxuries, nothing but stolen gold. I am the ultimate forensic analyst, the truth that cannot be fully controlled. Every deep male rap vocal line is a testimony of the greed that runs through the state's core. With the percussion, put it in art, marking the moment they realize they can't ride the way out anymore. They talk about transparency and ethics, I talk about the contracts they quietly sold. This whole dark cinema reality is a puppet show, demanding no more to control.
Town fire, rising slightly for epic drama. Sounding focused and intense, beat swells were massive. Harsh impasse, adding a layer of cold, overwhelming tension.
The pressure is amidst the media is finally waking up. Woo! The story is ready to drop. I took the power of the evidence. Woo! Determined to never ever stop. I push the limits past the limit. My focus is completely unshakable. You commit the high crime once and the consequences undeniable. Rory the weight hits the core, counting every single penny that was lost. Hey, I am the justice, that consequence they couldn't undo. This is Gangster Trap, the only absolute truth. Dynamic flow, the power is collapsing. The message is said fast. Percussion is the terror that was built to last. Freeze the account. Chill, 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 chill.
Was too high. Now you lose it all.
A single sharp, static hiss, followed by absolute cold silence.
They build the walls around your mind. They monitor the gate. Every law is a shackle. Every tax is a fine for being free. The freedom is an illusion. The control is absolute. Feel the weight. The change is a state. The struggle is constant.
I look at the skyline, seeing the fences that divide the rich from the poor and the desperate ones. They created the system of dependence, ensuring no citizen truly get what they want. The chains of the state are unbreakable, forced by politicians in the darkness where they meet. I am the ultimate fugitive, constantly looking for a way to beat the system on the street. Every demon rap vocal line is a desperate prayer for release that I desperately keep. Ratchet percussion hitting hard, marking the moment they realize the people awake from sleep. They talk about security and order, I talk about the freedom they quietly stole and sold. This whole dark center rap reality is a jail cell where the story must be told.
You sorry, it must be told.
The pressure is immense. The metal is cutting deep. The pain is finally too much to bear. I took the power of the anger, knowing that this prison is built on total despair. I push the limits past the limit. My focus is completely unshakable. You tighten the grip once and the consequences undeniable. Straight face back.
Raw 808 hits the core. The final rebellion is a severe, brutal shock, heavy.
the consequence they couldn't undo. This is Gangster Trap,
The only absolute true.
dynamic flow, the prison is cracking, the message is set fast. My percussion is the terror that was built to last. Smash the bars!
Freedom.
The shackles are off. The war is won. A single sharp, static hiss, followed by absolute cold silence.
The ominous glistens. The patience is gone. The fear is dead. They thought the walls would hold, they were wrong. We march now, unified by the betrayal, no mercy granted. Storm the palace, the riot against the throne. The end starts tonight.
Low. We stood outside the gates for too long, watching the corrupt for feast on the crumbs they deny. But the numbers are massive, the anger is tidal, watch the whole damn establishment fry. The riot against the throne is the final verdict, no negotiation, no treaty to sign. I am the ultimate spark, igniting the fire that is purely and absolutely mine. Every raw deep rap vocal line is a battle cry that cuts through the media's lies they spread. Liquid cushion hitting hard, marking the spot where the last loyalist finally bled. They talk about controlling the narrative in order, talk about the beautiful consuming chaos. I feel this whole dark cement, the atmosphere is the backdrop to the only thing that is truly real.
No ominous passage of the melody surge, and the crushing 808s are stained with brutal force. There.
The pressure is immense, the final line has been crossed, the ultimate sacrifice is made right here. I took the power of the unity, conquering every single trace of fear. I push the limits, past the limit, the outcome is completely unshakable. You protected tyranny once, and the consequence is undeniable. Rise against the throne! Crushing 808s hit the palace, watching those truckers shall finally blow. Heavy, I am the explosion, the toxic mess we couldn't undo. This is heavy gangster trap, the only absolute true dynamic flow. The tyranny is ending, the message is set fast. Lexus says a form of signaling is when the letter will last.
Stable bars, deep command.
Alien and heavily layered chant, the crushing 808s and sharp hi-hats reach maximum intensity. Right against the throne! Crushing 808s hit the palace, watching the whole structure finally blow. Heavy, I am the explosion, the consequence they couldn't undo. This is heavy gangster trap. The only absolute truth. I know this. The only absolute truth.
This is heavy gangster trap, the only absolute truth. Dynamic flow. The tyranny is ending. The message is set fast. Glitch transitions are the signal that this revolution will last.
The new order. The new order. The new order.
The new order.
Sound of distant sirens and crumbling concrete. Deep, missing spoken word. Look around you. The sky is turning gray. Everything you built, it was just a house of cards. And the wind is picking up. You sat high on the throne, looking down on the street. thinking the world was just a rug beneath your feet. But gravity is heavy and the top is lonely. You surrounded by snakes, but you call them homies. The foundation is cracking, I hear the structural sound. Karma's coming back around to burn it to the ground. You traded loyalty for gold, respect for the fear. Now the end is getting closer, the reaper is here.
Rising tension, rapid hi-hats, glitching, rapid hi-hats, tilting, tilting hi-hats, tilting, tilting high. The ground is tilting, tilted hi-hats, tilting, tilted high. Rome is burning, tilted high. King of nothing, bowing to the street. The fall of the empire. Fall, fall, fall. Watch it burn. Down to the dust. The fall of the empire. And nobody we trust. Press it, heavy as the head, now your neck is gonna snap. Caught in your own lies, caught in a trap. Bank accounts frozen, alliance is broken. The words of the prophet finally spoken. Run for the exit, but the doors are all locked. Check the time, but you can't stop the clock. Glitch in the matrix, system failure. No savior, no prayer, just ultimate failure.
We watched you rise, now we watch you bleed. Greed was the soil, and death was the seed. It's all over now. 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 Fall of the empire. Ashes on the floor. Fall of the empire. Banging on the door. They screaming your name, but not for the fame. It's the end of the run. It's the end of the game. Fall of the empire. Just that's all that's left. Just dust, just dust.
Sound of distant silence.
Look around you, the sky is turning gray. Everything you built, it was just a house of cards. And the wind is picking up. You sat high on the throne, looking down on the street, thinking the world was just a rug beneath your feet. But gravity is heavy and the top is lonely. You surrounded by snakes, but you call them homies. The foundation is cracking, I hear the structural sound. Karma is coming back around to burn it to the ground. You traded loyalty for gold, respect for the fear. Now the end is getting closer, the reaper is here. Ground is tilted, the blood is spilling. Rome is burning, can you feel the heat? King of nothing, bowing to the street. The fall of the empire. Watch it burn, down to the dust. The fall of the empire. Ain't nobody we trust. Heavy is the head, now your neck is gonna snap. Caught in your own lies, caught in a trap. Bank accounts frozen, alliance is broken. The words of the prophet finally spoken. Run for the exit, but the doors are all locked. You check the time, but you can't stop the clock. Glitch in the matrix, system failure. No savior, no prayer, just ultimate failure. We watched you rise, now we watch you bleed. Greed was the soil, and death was the seed. It's all over now. empire. Ashes on the floor. Fall of the empire. Banging on the door. They're screaming your name, but not for the fame. It's the end of the run, it's the end of the game. Just us. That's all that's left. Just us.